It means a lot. Been working hard for it, ever since last spring, and carried it over to the summertime and into the summer camp as well. So it means a lot. I want to go out there and perform at my best and have a great game.
How many games last season were you actually healthy for?
I didn't get healthy till about game 7 or 8. Totally where I can really cut and really do what I want to do out there and be at really full speed. I want to say it was probably about the Pitt game. I want to say.
How do you anticipate them splitting up the work? Obviously, Shea and Marshawn are going to get some carries, but do you feel like they're going to ask you to kind of carry the load?
Yeah, I'm not really sure how Coach Shane's going to do it. It's probably something he got in his head or something that he's looking at right now or deciding right now based on how we practice. So I don't really know.
As the starter, though, do you feel like you get the first shot to kind of show him, if you can do it, that he might just ride you through the game?
Yeah, definitely so. If I get hot, then he'll probably ride with me more than other guys. Or if someone else gets hot, then he'll probably ride with them. It's being a running back is all about rhythm. If you catch the rhythm, then I respect him his decision and riding with who's hot.
Can you see what he's talking about with Trey not being quite back, missing a step? When you're out there, do you see that he's still working his way back?
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes he is a little bit limpy as well, but sometimes he does show his flashes where he does look explosive and everything too. But sometimes you can't tell he's still trying to get back.
Do you
They got a big-time wide receiver out there in McBride. What's Torian and the defensive coach has been telling you about their passing attack?
Dre's a playmaker. He goes and gets the ball. They put him in a lot of different spots. To get the balls in his hand. And we just got to be fundamentally sound. Be on key with our calls and our checks and communicating and things like that.
I know a lot of people will talk to you about Ohio State, and even though you're only a sophomore, you're probably one of the leaders of the team. What's the attitude going into this game? Is it easier to play this because it's the first game of the season? There shouldn't be any focus problems because it's the first game.
The way we take it right now is just it's the only game right now. So that's the most important game right now. That's what our main focus is on because that's the next game.
As y'all know, he's the right guard. I really like him. I'm happy to play with him on the same line.
Do you think you could slide into center if something happened to Caleb? Is that kind of the deal right now, or?
I definitely could. I don't know if it's a deal or not. I don't know what's going on in Coach's head right now, but I definitely could. I played the entire season last year at center. I definitely can. But I'm definitely glad to be playing next to Lawrence Gibson.
You could probably, at this stage in your career, you could probably write a textbook on proper management and care. You know what I'm saying? Like leg and ankle and knee and leg, that kind of injuries. I don't know if people have really kind of written you off or anything like that, just because you never popped up on the depth chart. You were always hurt this preseason.
Yeah.
Here you are, like a week before the season starts, you're back on there again. Do you feel like you kind of have 9 lives in a way when it comes to injuries and stuff?
I wouldn't say I have 9 lives, man. I think I've already taken all those lives. I probably have 15 or 16 lives going. But the coaches have done a great job. My goal right now is to stay safe this entire season and stay healthy and play as hard as I can. And the coaches are definitely looking out. And they know what's best for me and the best for the team. So I'm trusting them full-heartedly.
Did you get a sense that it could be possible by the end of the spring? I know you kind of limited a little bit earlier, but as August progressed, did you feel like you had a pretty good shot at starting?
I would believe so, man. The young guys that came up, they worked their butts off all spring, all winter, all summer, and all through camp. And it was a battle down to the last day. And like I said earlier, when they released the depth chart, that's when I found out I was a starter. And it was a last minute kind of thing. But I'm definitely happy to be playing on the starting offensive line.
How much do you think the experience edge plays into that? Obviously, a 6th-year guy, you've been around, you know everything that goes on here.
I think I have more of a sense to adjust on the fly. But the young guys are picking it up just in strides right now. Like Wyatt and Augie and Alston, they're all picking it up really well. And at any point they can go in the game, and we wouldn't miss a step.
Is it just kind of a case of I'm sure at this stage you're gritting your teeth for injuries just from accumulated stuff. But was this just sort of a situation of getting healthy at just the right time? Did you wind up on the depth chart right now? Or?
Oh no! I've been healthy for couple weeks now.
You have been, okay.
Yeah, I have been. I don't know why. I just haven't been popping up anywhere. Staying under the radar.
Show up at the right time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They always talk about trying to get the same five in there so you get used to playing next to each other. It seems like kind of shuffling things up the last second. Does that matter to you guys, or is that something that people make too big a deal out of?
I believe it's important. I believe it's important to have 5 guys who know what everybody is doing each play without actually talking. And I know communication is big, and we always communicate before every play and during the play. But just being comfortable with the guy next to you is really important when it comes to cohesiveness and getting square next to each other, hip to hip. I believe that's all really, really important.
You feel like you, Caleb, Lawrence lined up on that same side? That it's pretty beneficial to have that kind of experience on that side of the line?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm super happy to play against Lawrence. I really like him as a tackle, and he reminds me a lot of Nick Beckton. Nick Beckton was my favorite tackle here. Like, everybody knows it. And Caleb, I played with him all last season, and so it's kind of just like flopping sides.
What's so good about playing next to him? What do you like?
He's such a tremendous athlete. He is such an athlete, and he plays so fast that I can trust him full-heartedly, and I know he's going to be there.
That was sort of Nick's deal, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Light on his feet for a dude that's big.
Exactly. Yeah, I live with Nick, so we kind of like bonded over that kind of stuff. We played next to each other, and that was awesome as well.
Is there any big differences in like the blocking scheme, like compared to what Grimes did, as compared to what Searles does now?
Coach Searles came in. He's picked up our offense in stride, and he's rolling with what we have, and we're just gonna keep chugging along. We've got a great game plan, and it's gonna be a good game.
Appreciate it, Dave.
Yeah.